Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the StarLadder I-League Invitational Season number 4 Chinese Qualifiers coming at you in what is our second best of 3 of today. This is a single elimination tournament. Already have one result in the books right there. We had LFY, the sister team to LGD Gaming, of course, taking out Keen Gaming Luminous in our first best of 3 series today. So again, single elimination tournament, get straight to the point. Keen Gaming Luminous officially knocked out of this minor qualifier here. We have LGD versus Invictus Gaming now in our second best of 3. The winner will move on to play LFY. So we'll see if we get a matchup of the sister teams or if Invictus Gaming will be able to advance on. So as I mentioned going into this series, from the previous series before we went on the break there, again, I'm super excited to see LGD Gaming especially. This is a bit of a newer roster for them, specifically X-Nova, who actually joined at the beginning of this year, and Chalice, who is a offlane player that is still fairly newer in the Chinese region. So going with a bit of a new roster here. Ame also making a return. He went to a break of sorts for a little bit there in the later part of last year, but he's back as well. So again, LGD Gaming re-energized of sorts, and we'll see how they do now against a very strong Invictus Gaming team. With all of that in mind, we got the draft well underway here for game number 1. So let's go ahead and start looking at what we indeed do have. Omni Knight Tusk, the first 2 picks, and, well, there's a Death Prophet now coming out for Invictus Gaming. On the other side, Elder Titan Razor to start, and it was a very curious start for LGD Gaming with the Elder Titan specifically. That's not your go-to hero usually. Now, whenever I see a hero like that, I have to think that LGD Gaming just perhaps has been playing him recently. Personally, I think Elder Titan has been a bit underrated of sorts. In fact, again, I remember having this conversation with some others at the Captain's Draft tournament that I was at, because we happened to see him in one of the games there, and he was doing very well. I believe he was actually being played by Lan M, now that I think about it, for VG Gaming, the only Chinese team at the event. So maybe it is just a hero that is popular in China as of now, but not other regions. But the point is that this hero, again, it can do so much. Obviously, when it comes to his Echo Stomp, it's a long channel time, and that may be the deterring factor of why he ultimately may not be picked up. But this hero can hit like a freaking truck with that Astral Spirit, especially when used effectively, going through creep waves, let alone heroes in team fights. The Air Splitter, a great team fight tool as well. Great synergy with a hero like Faceless Void, who they have right here. And then, of course, is our other Natural Order. Fantastic aura to have as well. So I'm not surprised to see him first pick in that sense, but again, he's definitely not your typical first pick hero either. All right, now that that's out of the way, we got more to talk about. Disruptor, the 4th pick on the side of Invictus Gaming right here. So interesting to see that as their support option. And I was actually real quickly looking through Dota Buff as I was mentioning that about Elder Titan. Yeah, Elder Titan is up there on, at least within the last month, as far as heroes that LGD has been running. He's actually their 6th highest played. He's been played 4 matches for them fairly recently. So not surprising in that sense to see him here. They have a Faceless Void Razor to go along with that. I was going to say, what do they really need? Because Faceless Void could definitely be an offlane still. They're just going to go Medusa. So this is actually a very interesting draft so far by LGD, because they already have their Tri-Core. They have an Elder Titan. So they're going to be last picking a main support most likely, which is usually not a strong finish for most drafts. But they did not want to pass up on the Medusa, that is. Potentially really strong against this Radiant lineup here. Currently don't have a Diffusal carry. Now, with that said, obviously the final pick could come into play. Phantom Lancer is already banned. Anti-Mage is still on the board, but would not be surprised to see LGD ban that with their final ban. And in fact, I'm going to put money on... I'm not actually going to put money on it, but I would be very confident suggesting that Anti-Mage is going to be the final ban here for LGD Gaming. So you got Witch Doctor taken away from Invictus Gaming. Yeah, again, the final pick being a position 5 hero. Really not seen too often, but Invictus Gaming says, all right, if you're going to do that, we'll take away a Witch Doctor, which obviously would have been a strong one. You had Rasta banned earlier. So what other potentially good support heroes Arsenal on the board. Let's see popular ones. Bane. They actually like to run Bane still, so maybe that could come out here. The Enfeeble spam in the early laning phase, really annoying to deal with. They do ban Anti-Mage, so there you go. I am going to brush my shoulders off. No, that was just so obvious. I mean, Anti-Mage just made a lot of sense, considering Invictus Gaming still needed that carry as well. They go with the Rubik final pick. Rubik does have a good amount to steal so far. Great against the Omnight and the Death Prophet. You know, several other abilities you wouldn't mind having. So
10 seconds
I think Rubik definitely proven to be a strong final support option for them.
Remaining.
As yeah, Bane is kind of the only other one on their list of heroes that they play recently that they do seem to like to play, but he wasn't banned, right? Oh no, he was. No, so there you go. He was actually the very first ban by Invictus Gaming, so kind of reaching down there for support options. So now Invictus Gaming has to think of their carry. Obviously, no Anti-Mage. Phantom Lancer also being banned. Ideally, get somebody that's okay against the Medusa still. Lifestealer's not that good here. Gyrocopter is okay. I think Gyrocopter could be an option that they go with. I don't know. This is tough. This is a tough finish here. You're going up against that Tricore. All you have is a death prop. You need physical damage. You need right-click damage for sure. Juggernaut, I guess, kind of brings that to the table. He's all right in this matchup.
Choose your hero.
Okay, they're going to go Chaos Knight. Another one that definitely has potential here. The only issue with, like a Chaos Knight, which would have been the issue for other melee cores as well. The Faceless Void with the Chronosphere is going to be really annoying. Medusa with the Split Shot can take care of the Phantasm. Not easily, but that can come into play. They don't have the most AoE around that. I mean, Razor kinda. The Phantasm Illusions are going to be okay here. It's not the most ideal situation, but potentially still pretty strong. So, yeah, I think the CK pick does make sense in the end. They definitely needed physical damage, and he by all means brings that. But I would lean towards LGD's draft, honestly. Even going in the final pick support, they got a Rubik in the end, who's, like I said, is actually pretty good against this Radiant lineup. They managed to get a strong meta support that matches up fairly well. So, yeah, to clarify, guys, those are not stand-in players. I see that being brought up. As I mentioned at the very beginning of the broadcast here, as more people are tuning in, LGD did go through some roster changes very recently. Specifically, X-Nova and Chalice are their newest additions. X-Nova joining this within the last week. Chalice joining a couple weeks ago as kind of an unknown Chinese player, but that is moving up the ranks. And then he had Ame making his return as well. Again, he went AFK for a while. That's, I guess, a simple way to put it. He was out of action for a little bit, taking a break, but now he's back with this new roster in the new year. So this is the official team, though, for LGD, these 5 players. So same thing on the side of Invictus Gaming, of course, and what who they are working with right here. Obviously, they made the change where Gaze OD. How do you say that name? I assume it's Gaze OD or Gazod? Gaziod? He replaced Burning, who now is actually on a team called Big God. But yeah, Gaze OD is their newest player on the roster. He joined way back in September, though, of the previous year. But yeah, IG this season, how has IG been doing? IG, just quickly taking a glance here as we're getting into the game. They've been doing okay. They've been getting a lot of 3rd, 4th, some 5th, 6th finishes. But yeah, have they not qualified for a minor or major yet? They have not qualified for a minor or major this season. They haven't. Yeah, their only first place finish was... What was this? WCA. Oh, they did qualify for WCA, apparently. Okay. Okay, so they did qualify for WCA. Oh, no, that's not the actual qualifying. Then now they need to go to the Chinese qualifier section itself. Okay, so point is, yeah, they haven't been to a minor or major in this season yet, from what I could tell. Apologize if I'm wrong there, but doesn't look like it, unless they're invited. All right, back to this game, though. Here we go. I will say OP is was definitely one of the stronger mids, in my opinion, last season. He was a very, very fun mid player to watch on the scene, so I assume he's going to do well here on the Death Prophet. And speaking of him, he's joining a couple of others here on the Razor. That's a great Ice Shard block, and that's a kill. Ami's going to fall. And indeed, first blood has been drawn in favor of the Death Prophet. So fantastic start right there. I'm going to test something real quickly. I was setting this up in between the series, and it's something that I've wanted to bring back, but I just haven't yet for whatever reason. We are going to test our replay capability. I want to make sure not to miss this action real quickly. Oh, XXS, is he in trouble? Another Purge going to be, he went unstable current level 1. Another proc gets another auto attack, he gets the kill, but not going to be able to dive enough. Meanwhile, back to the middle lane. Yeah, they're just rushing them at the tower, so there you go. All right, let's take a glance here, see if this works. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, it's not working. I'll have to take a look at that. Anyways, Medusa is dead. Here in the middle lane. Death Prophet and Tusk coming together. Medusa going a little bit too deep right there. Overextending of sorts and getting caught as a result. So just like that, it's a 2-0 start for Invictus Gaming. So yeah, the lane's interesting stuff. We have another Titan Faceless Void off lane going up against the CK Disruptor down here. That's another kill onto Medusa. Meanwhile, they're trying to go for the turn kill, or trying to get the second kill, that is, on a Rubik, and the Orb of Venom. Yeah, might have ticked him down, but OP gets good over the kill. At that point, Tusk is like, all right, you got me. Baboka accepts the death, but he'll resurrect quickly and, of course, head right on back. That was the bottom lane. Elder Titan going out. What is happening? Invictus Gaming already has a 5-0 start. We're not even 2 minutes into this game. I apologize, guys. I'm my camera is a little bit delayed here as far as catching the action. But wow, I can't believe it's such a fast start right here. And in fact, Chalice, he's in trouble. He's going to die most likely. Does not have a time walk for another 14 seconds. Thunderstrike, one more tick. No, he gets enough regen. And he will actually remain alive some way, somehow. Echo Stomp going out. Gaziod. He's trying to run away. A couple of auto attacks from Elder Titan. Not going to do him in. He's plus 72 damage right now for the National Spirit. Takes the Chaos Bolt. Are they going to try to go for the turn kill onto him? Baboka's running in. Ice Shards catches both of them, in fact. God, Baboka, but the Echo Stomp to respond from FY. Takes out Chaos Knight. Makes it a 1-for-1 exchange at least. So that will favor LGD right there, actually. Great Echo Stomp. Get the turn kill. Boka, the huge Ice Shard, however. He's going to pick up some farm as Chaos Knight's returning. Gets back, though, and he'll look to go elsewhere. So plenty of action, though, at the bottom lane and the middle lane, for that matter. The only one that really is not getting the most is, well, it kind of was at the beginning, but Razor versus Omni Knight. Fun matchup here. Razor, again, with that unstable current, even got it at a level 1. Loves the matchup of melee heroes in general, so Omni Knight, don't expect him to have the greatest time, but as I say that, he's 11-0, so XXS actually managing decent at that top lane. So well played by him. Sorry guys, just trying to see if I can get that feature working. Gaze of Death, that's what people are suggesting it's supposed to, how you're supposed to say it in full? Gaze of Death, really? Oh, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so Gaze of Death. All right. We can call it Gaze for short, I guess. Well, that's kill middle lane. Again, this Medusa, Somnius, or aka maybe, he just cannot get anything going, man. He is 0-3-1 now in this middle lane. Baboka. He's going to try to snowball out. Oh, no, he just goes over the ledge with the Ice Shards. Well played. Taking his time right there. He's played that hero once or twice before. Bottom lane, Chalice, he'll fall to the Chaos Knight Disruptor combination. Gaze of Death. Well, 8-2 hero kills for Invictus Gaming. Now, despite having such a huge hero kill lead, they're only up 1,000 net worth. So, farm-wise, I mean, both Razor and even the Faceless Void are actually doing pretty damn good here when it comes to their farm. You have Elder Titan, he's setting up, has a level 2 Echo Stomp. However, that's going to be Tusk porting back in, full life, full mana. Gaze of Death, gazing into the eyes of Elder Titan, trying to run him down. Going to go for a Faceless Void instead. Chaos Bolt connection, they have enough follow-up burst damage. No, they do not. The Echo Stomp is enough to delay it. FY also gets some damage himself because of the Astral Spirit. They're going in. Rubik's here as well, throwing in some auto attacks, going to lift with the Chaos Knife, but not doing enough damage, it looks like. FY Source to throw out another Echo Stomp, going to be waking up, is Gaze of Death. And he'll just walk it off. Aboka thinking about trying to finish him, but not going to be nearly enough. Another Astral Spirit going in from the other Titan. So 3 versus 3 at the bottom lane. No kills, though, in that exchange there.
Got it.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Sorry, guys. I'll have to look at it after this game. Trying to get that instant replay action going. Anyways, Rubik, he's going to get the kill on a Tusk. Well played. With the Fade Bolt, he will die in response, but takes him with him at least. Yeah, Death Prophet right now is destroying this middle lane. Not only the 3 kills on Medusa, but God, this Death Prophet's 4-0-1 overall. And it's 34-18 creep farm. My guess is she's on top of the net worth. Yeah, look at that. 3,800 net worth already. Has the full wand. Gonna be going the early Veil, actually. Oh. Okay. LGD has officially DC'd from the game. That just happened. Alright, that'll give me some time to maybe try to get this fixed real quickly. Alright, maybe that worked. Look at that. Look at that replay. That's what happened. There you go. Replay kind of works. I don't know why it's all funky looking at the beginning. There you go. Now it's cleaner. Nope, that's the wrong screen. God, why are these bindings not saving? That's so weird. Anywho. Alright, well, hopefully this isn't a long pause. LGD. Apparently having an issue at the team house. But yeah, this start is really strong for Invictus. I mean, look at how far ahead Death Prophet is in this point. That Villa Discord is going to come out very quickly and set some good tempo for the team. Now, Villa Discord is interesting. I mean, it's actually okay synergy with the team. Disruptor will definitely take advantage of it. Tusk as well to an extent. Chaos Knight's not going to care too much about it, but Death Prophet alone, throwing that down. The Spirit Siphon as well as the Crypt Swarm. Plenty of damage to come. Looks like they are going to be reconnecting here. All right. Guys, there's still plenty of game. I love how it never ceases to amuse me how Twitch chat explodes 5 minutes into the game, how a team's throwing. Like, when you really break it down, it's only 1,000 net worth lead. It's a lead for Invictus Gaming, especially this Death Prophet. But I mean, we've seen Death Prophets definitely taper off quite a bit as well. So if I'm LGD, definitely not the most. I'm not overly concerned just yet. Medusa, sure, she's struggling with her start, but can recover, gets the Mask and Madness eventually, and ideally has some stacks to work with. Bottom lane, what's going on down here? Echo Stomp. Just Gonna delay Chaos Knight a little bit. Oh, he's going in. They're trying to get the kill on a Faceless Void. It's not going to be enough damage, though. He has a time walk, and he will be able to get it off in time. Echo Stomp in response, hits a couple. And now here's Raise the Eye of the Storm active, and out comes the Plasma Field. And down goes Chaos Knight. They see Q as well with the Astral Spirit. They're going to run him down. Ame gets the double kill, diving into the tower. And just like that, LGD pretty much makes a net worth even. As I was suggesting, Razor, he pretty much is tied with the Death Prophet now. Meanwhile, up here, Rubik, he's dead. It's a matter of who gets the last hit. You always got to wonder, what was a main support doing in our jungle like that? Well, there's no ward over there. There was a ward placed in the Ancient area. Razor, you see, is looking to build a Hooded Defiance earlier on, especially as an answer to the Veil of Discord choice from OP, if he does actually commit to that. Exorcism has been popped. Has a fair amount of time on it still. Wants to get this top tower kill. Also has a Chaos Knight up here. Faceless Void is not level 6 yet. So no Chronosphere going to be happening. He's just sitting patiently nearby. Leeching experience eventually going to come out once they fall back, if they do. Looks like that's going to be the case. Middle lane, a lot of pings happening. Maybe going to smoke. Rubik does have a smoke. Not seen right now, but no. Medusa's not necessarily a hero you're looking to smoke with either, so Chaos Knight will eventually fall back from the push. So good use of the Exorcism from Death Prophet. It gets a tower push out of it. And does indeed finish the Veil of Discord. So that's going to be coming out. Power Tread's finished on the Chaos Knight. There you go. Exorcism still, it's about a minute remaining, of course, before that'll be ready to go. But look at the Hooded Defiance in reaction from Razor again, being picked up. So he's going to be fairly tanky himself earlier on in the game. As that's being delivered now. Smoke purchased by Tusk. Going to try to make a play with that soon. And Chronosphere is online now. And he's going to be building a Vlad's, actually. He's TPing out. Oh, middle lane, that's why. Big fight breaking out. Siphon onto Medusa. Maybe just backs up a little bit. Another Siphon put out from Death Prophet. This one on a Razor. He's linking him up, though. So 140 plus damage for the Razor. He needs to be careful not to overcommit, though. He's going into the Chaos Knight. Out comes a Chronosphere. Hits a couple of heroes, including Disruptor. They're probably going to kill him at least. The sleep on a Death Prophet after the Echo Stomp. And the damage follow-up from Ame is enough. Again, the 140 plus damage. Baboka throwing out the Ice Shards. He's being run down, though. Maybe get the turn kill on Elder Titan. It's not going to be enough. And Ame will pick up a third kill, most likely. Hat trick. Oh, no, Chalice actually got that one there. So, but they get the kill as a team. That's what matters. And this Razor is a big deal right now. That Hooded Defiance, no doubt, helping in that fight as well. Again, Medusa's not really a hero that's looking to pick fights right now. Oh, she's just pushing out the bottom lane, actually. So she's farming in the meantime, recovering. And LGD able to get back as a team with basically no casualties. So the Razor, another 1,000 gold already saved up. BKB is next in line for him. Like the BKB choice. I mean, Chaos Knight, it's going to be a long time before he's level 20 at this rate, so BKB will stop that Reality Rift. And plenty of other spells. Things like Glimpse, etc. Exorcism, Death Prophet. Wants to keep the tempo going with the Exorcisms. They know Chronosphere is obviously on cooldown too. Ooh, they're smoking into the jungle. They see the Shrine use there. Glimpse, they catch Razor. Can they kill Razor, though? These are 3 heroes, not the most damage. Death Prophet's coming in. Ame, he's still alive. Does not have any support coming to help him, though. Man, he lived forever. But a 4-kill streak stopper. XXS getting credit for it on the Omni Knight. I thought for sure with all that time, at least somebody would have TP'd in, but none on Rubik. Elder Titan didn't have one. Faceless Void did, but again, no Chronosphere, so understandable why he chose not to go. That's a huge kill for Invictus Gaming.
Radiant's top tower is
finding the best target they could and with no teammates nearby. All right, Gaze of Death. He's going to be going the Midas build, choosing to do that over the typical armlet follow-up, and it's an interesting choice to me because with how much action is in this game right now, how much fighting is going on, and especially the early Veil pickup from Death Prophet, it seemed like that they're going to be willing to, or they want to, keep that going as well. This instead insists Chaos Knight's worried more about securing the late game, but obviously, as a result, he's not going to be as impactful in the earlier fights. So we'll see if that works out for them in the end. Maybe they're just conceding the fact that Razor's so big and LGD's lineup is just going to be a little bit stronger right now as a team.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rubik with that offensive null field. This is an interesting point that was brought up by, forget the co-caster at the time, but Rubik with the new null field and how most Rubiks will always keep it on offense. And that's a little bit interesting when you think about it, because if it was on defense, ideally, so you have it on defense, that means whenever you would get jumped, it would already be working for you in the defensive route. Whereas you have it on defense and then you go in for a kill, you would just switch to offense, right? You just remember to toggle it. But keeping it on offense, sure, it enhances your farm, I guess, a little bit with the Fade Bolt spam on creep waves like this. So maybe that's like the argument to it. But then if you do get jumped, are you going to be able to react in time if you get stunned up or whatever? That's interesting. Earth Splitter right there. Not sure what the game plan was, but it's not the longest cooldown, to be fair, but still.
At last.
It's kind of a, we kind of want to go, no we don't. They saw the reactions and figured it's best to fall back. Anyway, it's just food for thought. As Rubik stole Purification. All right, level 4 Purification. How was Omni Knight doing? He has his hand of Midas. He's doing pretty well, actually. Almost a Storm Spear finished here. Or a Yules. Wow, did I just say Storm Spear? That's a whoops. Anyways, Guardian Angel's ready. Chronosphere comes out and catches the Omni Knight as well. Disruptor, he's definitely going down. Does. He's going to follow the Eye of Storm active. No, Snowball saves him for now. Guardian Angel maybe? No, he still can't get it off. The Repel's also not going to save him. At that point, they're probably dead anyway, so just not worth it. 3 dead. Now, Death Prophet with an Exorcism, he was a good distance away, so both him and then the Chaos Knight obviously remaining alive. But LGD going to transition nicely into the mid-tier 1. Medusa with that Mask of Madness finish again. This is a Medusa that had a huge struggle in the early game. Those 3 deaths. CS, also Death Prophet was dominating. And now she's second in net worth behind her teammate. Hand of Midas has been finished on Chaos Knight. So there you go. He's still planning to go the armlet style. But again, just wanted the Midas first just for better security of the late game. See him all the way down there at 5th now in the net worth, though. Omni Knight even above him, but of course that's Hannah Midas himself a little bit. Earth Splitter onto him alone. Does do a little bit of damage, but FY, that was a bold attempt. He had teammate support kind of nearby, but again, another case of I think they saw the reaction, and his teammates fell back by the time he realized, but he still TP's out, so no harm, no foul.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
More room made for the Medusa, and you got Faceless Void. The Vlad's finished. Is going the Blink, excuse me. Oh, can't speak here, it's too early. Going to be going the Blink Dagger. I like this build on Faceless Void. They have plenty of right-click damage from both Razor and Medusa. Faceless Void is definitely more of the control hero this game. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Blink into an Axe this time around. Did go the 8 Strength Talent as well, so just getting a little bulkier. Yeah, go more of that utility style rather than the hard carry build. Razor, BKB just about finished. Only needs the pattern now. BKB, again, going to be very strong in this game. Like I was talking about earlier, Chaos Knight, it's going to be a while before he's level 20. Having that Reality Rift pierces BKB talent. Just across the board on what it negates. Not too shabby.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dire team, they want to pick a fight. Chronosphere's ready. Exorcism is as well on the other side. I mean, everything's basically ready on either side. I guess the one is Earth Splitter, which just came up. So there you go. Oh, man, he is setting up. He wants to get multiple heroes. Look at the patience by Chalice. Also knows that, you know, you got to make sure to catch the Omni Knight as well. Tusk is scouting. This Invis Runa Faceless Void, though, getting them plenty of information. They're not going to ultimately make the use of the Invis Rune as far as going for a kill. It's just not worth it, they say.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
More farm for Medusa, though, so I guess in that sense it's all right. She's level 15 now. She's got the Hurricane Pike coming along. Just about finished as well. Faceless still has a bit to go before that blanking. And went to Vlad's first.
Illusion!
It's okay for helping his farm, but it's not the most ideal. And Rubik, or not Rubik, but Razor does have the BKB now finished. Rubik, speaking of him, working on a Force Staff. Steals the Ice Shards, alright. See if we can make a play with that. Yule's finished on Death Prophet. Mentioned that Omni Knight was also picking one up, right? Yeah, so his is basically now finished too. So they're going to have a couple of Yules. To help them get away, ideally. Armlet's almost finished on Chaos Knight. Before another fight breaks out, really could use that Armlet on the CK. So LGD going to push bottom lane. Again, Chalice nearby with the Chronosphere. If they want to defend it, doesn't look like the Radiant team is too interested, though. Ooh, he's boarding in the middle area. There's the shards from Rubik. Basis, but he's going in. He only caught Disruptor. And the Earth Splitter used for this. So they're going to kill Disruptor, but man, they Invictus Gaming has to be pretty happy with that. That was quite a bit committed, only to lose your main support. Exorcism going to be coming up in about 30 seconds. Wouldn't be surprised to see them be extra aggressive with that, knowing that the Chronosphere is down now. Perhaps push this bottom lane. Interesting item choice from OP here. Going the Blink Dagger. Or is he? Did he sell it? That's on the Curry, right? Okay. And there's the Armlet being delivered to Chaos Knight as well. Blink Dagger, Death Prophet. Okay. Interesting choice. Wants to get in there and get a good silence off, I guess. Start siphoning people. I mean, Blink's always a good item on any hero, frankly, but Death Prophet's just one of those that it feels a little funky on. But it could come into play right here as they're going to jump Rubik. Doesn't even need it. Reality Rift pull in, and a couple of auto attacks to secure that kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
All right, Roshan time. Maybe. Exorcism committed for this. Disruptor, he finds Razor, and he regrets it immediately. All that damage being drained as well from the Razor. Pops the BKB. Disruptor is going to be purified up. Guardian Angel coming out, so that'll negate plenty of damage. Faceless Void, Chronosphere now for another 30 seconds. Earth Splitter going to be happening. Not doing the most either. Reality Rift to line of sight initially. They kill Death Prophet in return, and Ami's still running away. Pulse Nova, no, he gets pulled back in with a glimpse, but out comes a Stargate. Now Chaos Knight gonna fall. Razor's staying alive. Repel's put up at the last second to get him out of the Static Storm. What a Repel steal from X Nova. Keeps him alive. Pops the Shrine. They clean them up, and they're gonna take out Roshan on top of that. Huge fight, 5-0 in favor of the Dire team. Did I catch that on replay? I sure did. Here we go. There's that instant replay. Look at this hashtag production value coming out. Oh man, that repel steal and then giving it to Ame to keep him alive. Yeah, without repel there, I mean, you know what? The kinetic field did just wear out, so he might have still lived. But it was a great idea and worked out beautifully. So well played. And of course, as you can hear, they got the Aegis as well. No surprise there. Who picked up the Aegis? Wait, what? Oh, Ame got it. It wasn't showing. That was weird. Why wasn't it? It doesn't show there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Interesting. Anyways, Ame has the Aegis. Oh, they caught Omni Knight. That's the catch. That's a dead Omni Knight. Chronosphere committed for it, but that's definitely a hero where if you can get a kill, you want to make that happen, because without Omni Knight, Invictus Gaming is not going to want to fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And look at this Medusa. She just finished the Hurricane Pike before that fight. 4,500 more gold. She's going to have a Ive Scotty, and oh my god, Baboka calls it GG. It's over. LGD going to take game number 1 right here. That's one of those, you know, that Invictus Gaming was getting a little bit frustrated for forfeits there. Concedes, I guess is the better way to put it, but just kind of how it just happened out of nowhere. It's like, you know what? This game's over. Let's just move on. I mean, I don't blame them. This game was pretty much over at that point. Good luck coming back against the Tricor that was, and Medusa was going to have an Ive Scotty. Razor's farm was intense. Yeah, the lineup of Invictus Gaming, the biggest thing was Chaos Knight never really got online that game. I think is what it really came down to. OP had a hell of a start. They made great use of the early Exorcism, but again, CK, he went the Hand of Midas instead of the Armlet. Would that have changed a lot enough? I don't know if it necessarily would have. He went for the more late game style, but they were just getting rolled over too much for most of that game, and it was starting to get out of hand. So they throw in the towel, say it's not worth it. Let's move on to game number 2. Well, that's going to do it for game 1. LGD Gaming takes the first game, and we'll see. Can Invictus Gaming respond or not? Game number 2 going to be coming up next on Breaky CPK, guys. You're tuning into the StarLadder I-League Invitational Season number 4 Chinese Qualifiers. We'll be right back with game number 2.